As you can see by the title, I am doing or trying something new. A new segment on my channel, and I would like to call it Yeah, I'm Petty, or Yeah, I'm Petty AF. I'm not quite sure yet, and if anybody has a better name for this segment, please let me know down below. But you guys did not disappoint. We have over 25 posts, and in between I will be also telling you my petty stories that I have. My goal for 2024 is to be the most pettiest YouTube family channel on YouTube. I want the Majestic family to be the most pettiest. Yes, I do. That is my goal. We are here to entertain, so damn it, let's entertain. So, without further ado, let's get to. Now, I will not be reading this in any particular order. I'm just pulling it up and I'm just going to read. So, story number 1. I've never much been interested in the Harry Potter series. Me either. Still not really. Me either. And I had never watched the movie nor read the books. Well, in my sophomore year of high school, I had Spanish class with this girl. Let's just call her Sarah. And she could not let this fact go. She bugged me day in and day out to at least watch the movies if I wasn't going to read the books. That I was really missing out on a pop culture phenomenon and that my life was incomplete. Side note, I am the type of person that doesn't like to watch things and will go out of my way not to watch it just because everyone else has seen it. I'm that way to a certain extent. Like, I can't stand people saying you gotta. No, I don't. And if I gotta, I'll get to it. Like, relax. But I'm the same way. I don't run to like try something because everyone else is trying it, or so I'm the type of person that doesn't like to watch things just because everyone else has seen it. I will watch something because I find it interesting or because someone genuinely has suggested it. I agree. So I followed Sarah's request and I watched them one after the other, and it took me a few days since they're long movies. Aren't they like 3 hours? I can't. I honestly enjoyed parts of it, but found other parts confusing, repetitive, or just annoying. I watched them all except the last movie, and I made it a point to tell her that because she bugged the crap out of me and made it her life's mission. I will never watch the last movie, ever. Maybe on my deathbed, I told her. You should have seen the look on her face. It pains her more than it pains me that I didn't complete the series, and I get so much joy from that. Another side note, there isn't any bad blood between us. This was just a light-hearted pettiness. If I could clap louder, I would. I know people like that, and that's something I probably would do. Like if someone, is bothering me about something and you gotta watch, all, 9 series, I I'm with you. I'm like, yeah, I got to 8 and I just can't do it no more. What do you mean you have to watch the... No, but I'm not going to. That is... See, again, you don't have to curse people out. You don't have to, get loud. There's little things people can do to get under your skin. And that's one of them. I absolutely love that. Oh, and then someone commented underneath and said, same, I was that way with Nightmare Before Christmas. Everyone was obsessed with it and I just refused to watch it. I never watched that. A Nightmare Before Christmas. Am I missing something? Am I though? I refused to watch it, and then this year, a few months ago, I watched it for the first time because it happened to be my boyfriend's favorite movie, and he wanted to watch it. We live together and have his son on the way, so obviously I'm not gonna leave the room because he wants to watch something I don't. I'll just play on my phone. Well, I ended up looking up at the This Is Halloween song and never looked away. Again, you know what? I have to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Now that someone mentioned it, I have to watch that. I agree with Harry Potter. My nephew was really heavy into Harry Potter, and he also read the books and all the movies. Again, I don't know. I know Harry Potter was supposed to be like this powerful sorcerer or witch or whatever, but whoever that girl was that thought she knew everything and kind of did, I always felt as if she was a better sorcerer or witch or whatever you wanted to call it. I always felt as if Harry Potter always got himself into trouble, and I just completely lost interest. Now, the movie, The Man in the Iron Mask is something that was similar to what you guys are talking about. My mother wanted me to watch that movie, and just because she wanted me to, I refused to. I don't know why. We had no beef. It was just enough with that fucking movie. I will watch it when I watch it. But one day I had surgery. I couldn't make it up the stairs. I was stuck on the couch and she put it in. I couldn't look away. And to this day, it is my favorite movie of all time. The Man in the Iron Mask. And if you have not watched it, I'm actually jealous because, yeah. So I get it. Oh, what's next? Tell me, what's next? Oh, I lived with a group of 7 girls in a dorm. Off the bat, I know this is a mess. 7. I lived with a group of 7 girls in a dorm suite. One of my years of college, 5 of them were awful. For the first few weeks, they seemed nice, but it truly developed into a mean girl-like situation, even beyond mean girls, as a lot of the comments they made were laced with racism, transphobia, and homophobia. Nope. They were less aggressive with me simply because I made sure to really be around them, but they would constantly talk shit about everyone else. Before I continue on, there's nothing like living in a college or a roommate or a living situation where you don't get along with your roommates. If they have some type of racism, if they're homophobe, that is just horrible. And to try to avoid roommates in a place that you also pay rent has to be like horrible. Alright, but they were less aggressive to me because I made sure I was really around them. The shit they sit in their room and ditch class to complain about everyone also come into my room late as heck and drunk as heck just to rag on other roommates or people they ran into that day. For some reason, they all felt like they could come to me to talk to me, which was annoying as hell when it's like 2 in the morning and the last thing I want to hear is someone being an asshole about someone else. Agreed. It was relentless. They weren't even loyal to each other. Every other day, 4 of them would team up against one of them, and they had something nasty to say about them. The next day, it'd be a different girl they were ragging on. Eventually, by the end of the year, they all said the lowest and most awful things about each other. The cherry on top, they were all planning on living together again the next year. God knows why. There's nothing worse than having fake people. Like, and I get that. Could you imagine 7 people, right? Then 2 of y'all talking about Sally. Then Sally and Rebecca is talking about Heather. And then Heather and Sally is talking about Rebecca. It's just too much. It is too much. And if you don't like somebody, like, why are you even like planning on moving in the following year? After a full year of having to hear them obnoxiously talk shit, dealing with their messy, drunk behavior, being woken up late at night just to hear rude comments, and the occasional sash thrown my way, plus God knows what they said behind my back, I had enough. So on moving out day, as they all sat in their room not cleaning their share and gapping away, just as I was about to walk out the door with all my things, I turned to the 5 of them and told them all the crap they had all said about each other for the whole year. I love that. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Cause see, all those people thought they're probably better than everyone else, thinking that they can talk about each other, but in actuality, neither one of y'all liked one another. It was bliss. All the things they thought would never be shared about them were out. Every secret, every lie, every rumor, and they were caught with the fact that not only did their friends dislike them as much as they liked their friends, but no one could play the victim since they all did it to each other. And then I walked out the door. I heard things absolutely went to shit in the house they rented. It was drama 24/7, but luckily I no longer had to witness it. See, something like that, I wish I would be a fly in the wall. Oh, hell yeah. Because see, like you said, no one can play victim because they all said something about one another. And I'm pretty sure when you were saying so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, some of them didn't even know it. So it's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, what's next? What's next? Oh, next one. I cleaned the bathroom when I lived with housemates, which was already... Okay, I'm sorry. I cleaned the bathroom when I lived with my housemates, which was already me being extremely nice, and one person kept leaving hair in the shower drain. That is so gross. I would be showering in a puddle. I started putting it in the bathroom sink. She didn't clean it, but that confirmed she saw it and was okay with being nasty. So eventually I went and left clumps on their gaming desk. They were pissed, but they got the message. It's nasty to leave hair station, their friends, all of it. Like, no. And sometimes people need to be taught a lesson. I can't. What's next? I was dating this guy many years ago when we were in high school. We went to McDonald's on a date, and during the date, when his drink was empty, he told me to go get him a refill and didn't even say please or anything. Instead of telling him to go get it himself, I went over to the drink station and mixed every drink they had together and also poured a bunch of salt packets in it. He never asked me to get him a refill again. Hell yeah. Let me tell you something, okay? Some of these men and friends, I swear they be on some next shit like go get my Coke or go get me some soda. Whoa, what happened to please? May you? Can I? Do you mind? Like, no. And sometimes you have to be petty to let people know next time you're gonna ask me about something, you're gonna ask me correctly. And I agree, damn it. But the salt packets, it was the salt packets for me. Yes, because see, I noticed that some people like doing all those different drinks and stuff, but the salt packet though. Next, my older brother does this petty thing where anytime male drivers rage at him on the road, he sends them an air kiss. Do you know how many men would be pissed off at that? Do you know how many men would be pissed off about that? Shit, I hope your brother does it every time, and I hope he gives these men double kisses for that, because I love pettiness when no one gets hurt. I do. I absolutely 100% do. It's getting warm in my room. Alright, next. Oh, I should first tell you mine. Alright, so I have a few, but the first one I would tell you is I lived with more than one of my boyfriends, right? And let's just say that I was cleaning one day and I found out that he was cheating on me, and it was some next level cheating, like next level. And so, I'm a cleaner, so in your bathroom where you have like the shower rod, which you can actually bring down and detach. Well, and see, I'm a crazy bitch when I want to be, so I'm like, alright, you want to be cheating on me? Cool. I went to the store and bought about, I think it was like 4 cans of sardines, and I actually stuffed the sardines in the shower rail because I was out anyway, right? And so I stuffed the sardines in there. I put the sides back on, put the shower rod right back up, put the curtain back down, and I left. Again, the sardines were in the rod. I put the side rods back in, I put it up, put the curtain in, and I left. Do you every time. Every time. So, next, my parents used to make me watch my little siblings like 35 plus hours a week, no pay. Oh, hell no. So they could work on their side hustle. Mostly MLM stuff. This went on for years and years. One day, I took my dad's Rolex. Yeah, that shows my age. Okay, for those who don't know what a Rolodex is, a Rolodex used to be, it's like, it's like a phone book, but it's like a little filing cabinet. I don't know, that used to be like right next to the phone, so you would like go to D and look under like people's last name, the D, but it was right next to the phone. They don't have that any longer, but the fact that I know what a Rolodex is, it's actually showing my age too. What the fuck? Anyway, so one day she took our dad's Rolodex and buried that motherfucker behind a tree in a field. Lost all his business contacts. No regrets. I'll do it again. And see, now we have cell phones, right? So like all of our phone numbers and stuff is stored in our phone. But think about back then of us not having that. And think about actually having like a little phone book or whatever. If you had all your important contacts in this one Rolodex and someone got rid of it, you're fucked. You had no other way. See, now we got like the iCloud and shit, but damn it, I love it. So I guess I should jump in here to tell you my other pettiness. So I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say that how do I say it? Okay, let's just say someone again with the cheating, I knew I had them go out, and it was during the summer, and it was they left with like their flip-flops that they had. Now all I want to say is this person had a corporate job, and flip-flops and stuff would not be allowed. It was guaranteed you being fired, terminated, the whole shebang. So I knew what was up. The girl told me face to face. I was like, alright, cool. And so I sent this mother effer outside to do something. It was like a couple of tasks, stuff that I know he couldn't finish within like, at least 2-3 hours. Do you know, in that time frame that he left, I actually took every single right shoe that he had. I didn't take all his shoes. I took all of the right ones. I did. I took all of the right shoes and made sure, and the left ones that was left, I took all shoelaces out of them bitches. I damn sure did. So when you came back, not only can you not match up a pair of shoes, because here's the thing, I took all the right ones. You get what I'm saying? And then the ones you had left, even if you tried to wear 2 left or 2 right, you had no shoelaces. You see what I'm saying? So like you couldn't even put a pair of shoes together even if you wanted to. Absolutely not. You had on goddamn flip-flops. Yep, you did. Yep. I tell you like this, I waited for that message. He cursed me out so well that I didn't even mind. Like, he was, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna get fired. You couldn't leave me not one shoe. No, I could not. Actually, I could not. And I took all the shoelaces. He had no shoelaces in his sneakers, not in his Jordans. I didn't give a fuck. kids watch their other kids, their siblings. I understand that, there's times that, the siblings have to step up, whatever. But I also feel as if parents should give not an award, but something of appreciation, because if you think about it, without your other siblings, like your parents would have to pay like babysitters or a lot of money for other people if they didn't have you. So I just think sometimes a little appreciation or saying thank you goes a long way, Alright, this is something a friend of mine once did, but it's so good I have to share. Her and her man were not on good terms for a few months for several reasons. He was a drug addict who was consistently choosing getting high over spending time with her. She also had suspicion of cheating, but nothing was ever confirmed. One night she confronted him about his drug use, and he proceeded to tell her that it wasn't a big deal, that she was overreacting, and that she needed to chill out and loosen up. She had been hovering quite towards this man for months. That's one thing I have to say about people who use drugs. People don't understand, like, the other people behind it. They suffer just as well, the resentment, the harboring to make sure this happens. It's a lot for others, not just an actual drug addict. Like an intervention, when one person's on drugs, it's like we're all on drugs, But anyway, she had been harboring quite resentment towards this man for months, and his dismissal of her concerns was just the straw that broke the camel's back. That night he left her again to go and party with his boys. While she had the apartment to herself, my friend spent all night, hours, loosening the lids to everything he owned. Oh, I like this. Loosening the lids to everything he owned. She went into the fridge and loosened the lids on all the sauce bottles. Not enough so it would look like anything was wrong, but enough so that when he went to use them, they would spill everywhere. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been? Damn it, I like that one. Same thing for the juices, milks, and other liquids. Damn it. Why did I never think of that? She got a ladder and loosened every light bulb in the house just enough so it wouldn't turn on, but would still remain in place. She went to the bathroom and loosened the tops on the shampoos, body wash, toothpaste, mouthwash, everything. She unplugged every appliance in the house, the stove, the microwave, the TV, all of it. The kicker to me is that she didn't dump him after this. They remained together for a few months more, and she acted oblivious when he wondered out loud how all these things had happened. So she actually stuck around for the aftermath. Can she teach me a few things? She stayed. She's my kind of girl, yes. She acted oblivious and didn't wonder why these were happening. She essentially gaslit him by saying things like, you must not have put the lid back on properly, or you must have unplugged that and then forgot. Her side of it is that since he made her feel crazy for months each time she brought it up. I'm sorry, her side of it is that he made her feel crazy for months, damn it, each time she brought up his addiction. She wanted to give him a taste of his own medicine. I do not condone these actions. I do. But I love this story because the pettiness is rather harmless but so effective. sis. Absolutely not. Like, I don't condone, okay, I don't condone, like, messing with people's stuff, damaging people's stuff, like popping tires, and, you know, smash. I don't condone that at all. I don't condone fighting. But I do condone pettiness, especially if it's harmless. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Once when I was 6 or 7, I got in a fight with my mom, and I got super petty and cut a hole in her cardigan sleeve. I regret it to this day, and my mom and I laugh about it today. But damn it, I was a petty child. You know, I can say it now, but I actually did that to my sister's first prom dress. You know, I didn't like my sister then, I like her now, but I didn't like the fact that, you know, my mother was asking her about prom, and each time, you know, my mother asked her about prom, my sister was like, nah, I'm not going. So, like, driving my mother insane. So, finally, like, she got this dress, and she was talking shit about it, how she didn't like it, and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm like, okay, you made my mother spend all this money on this dress, you don't even like it. So, yeah, I got a hole in it. I did, and I actually admitted it too. My sister still went to prom though, but they found a better dress. But I did get in trouble, but for some reason it was just worth it. Next one. My brother's ex thought it was her responsibility to out me out. She was part of the rainbow community to my brother and cousins, so I knew I had to get my lick back. I pretended everything was fine, and when we had a family gathering, the adults were drinking. Keep in mind, I'm 17 at the time, and she was 26. I tell her that I was going to make myself a frozen margarita and said I can make her one. I put 3 times the recommended amount of laxatives in it. She also disrespected my mom and sister, so my patience with her was very limited. And then after she drank her drink, she was crying that her stomach was hurting, and she clogged my poor granny's bathroom. She kept talking ish, so I made her ish her guts out. Oh, I likes that. Oh my god, actually my food is here, so we're going to have to pick up, so please hold. And sorry, I haven't eaten all day at all. It is 7:30 at night. I never go this long really without eating. I am starving. I actually got 5 Guys burgers and so, but yeah, so back to the brother outing, her brother out. My brother's ex thought it was her responsibility to out to my brother and cousins. Yeah. When it comes to the rainbow community, matter of fact, when it comes to anything that's not your business to tell, you get anything that comes to you, like, at all. Now, I haven't put laxative in, but I damn sure have put eye drops in someone's drink, and that made them, like, shit their brains out. I'm not condoning that. I'm not. But, I literally couldn't take it anymore. And if I'm being honest, it was actually my college roommate that I did that to. Yeah. Sorry, Dana. But I didn't like you. You didn't like me. But that was like 20 something years ago, you know. But, yeah. always talking, always using my shit. So I just took some. I read somewhere that eye drops, a couple of drops, like in water or something like that, can really mess up your insides. And it did. She was shitting, throwing up. Like, I didn't care. Shouldn't have messed with me. What's next? My best friend got cheated on, and we were joking about ways to get him back, and she mentioned potatoes in the exhaust pipe to break his car, but I was like, no, we can't do something that could actually come after us with. Yeah, see, I like what you think. I don't like damaging people, like I said, cars or anything like that, right? We can't do something like that. Actually, something that can come back. I'm sorry, we can't do something that he could actually come after us with. We have to be more creative. So we decided to fill his entire back of his pickup truck with several large boxes of instant mashed potatoes from Costco on a day that we knew it was going to rain. Needless to say, he was cleaning mashed potatoes out of his car for a very long time. I'm impressed. Listen here, I am all for pettiness and revenge, even if you have to put money into it. But could you imagine just having to buy? How many boxes did you buy? I don't even care how many boxes you bought. Just pour that shit in the back of the truck and let it rain. The rain did the work for. Oh, I can't, because technically that is messy, but you're not really ruining his car. Like, putting things like in the exhaust and stuff like that. No. Oh, yeah. Y'all are making me proud. I swear. Oh, what's next? Oh yeah, I remember reading this when I saw it. She goes, I'm not gonna lie, I read this last night and thought it said the prettiest thing, and I was so confused for like 10 minutes and just scrolled past. Just read it again and it says pettiest. I remember reading that when I saw it, and I actually laughed out loud, because I probably would have done the same damn thing. And so when I was 6, we did this native play at school. I really, really wanted to be the angel, Gabrielle, but they gave the part of the star that was the wise men followed to Bethlehem. I was pissed. So in rehearsal, I gave my biggest smile and walked gracefully up and down the stage. The day of the play finally came. I stepped out with this massive star on my back, 3 wise men behind me, Oh Holy Night playing, and I just stood there. I just stood there still, staring my teacher down, because they gave the role of a star when I should have been. Yo. Yo, how old were you? You were 6. That is hilarious. The fact that you knew you wanted this certain character. You played it off lovely, baby. You went to practice. You played your part. You smiled. You had a plan, and you went out with the plan, and you executed that shit to the fullest. Damn it. That is the funny. what's next. When I was in junior high school, I was in this toxic relationship for about 3 months. I am sorry to hear about that. He broke up with me and started talking to this new girl. Okay, cool. There was rumors. Oh, freak. There was rumors about me. Started circulating in his friends group. Mind you, why does this? It keeps flickering. Mind you, he had a sister that was in the same grade as us, and she was my friend, even though we weren't together. I had a best friend at the time who did not like this girl at all for good reasons. I was nice to her at first because I was with her brother, but then I was just trying to keep peace. One day this girl comes to school. One day this girl comes to school. Claiming she will fight me and my friend. My ex-sister is stirring the pot, hoping she can beat on my friend as well. I tried to get her to stop provoking my friend, but she wouldn't. So when my friend and I got called to the office to talk about the threat against my friend, on the way there, my ex-sister is talking shit and proving my friend, saying stuff like, I just think it's funny that everyone wants to beat your ass. My friend steps up to her and says, beat my ass, then beat my ass. See, that's bullies. And I say that because she was like provoking you. She was. On the way there, my ex-sister is talking shit and proving my friend, saying stuff like, just think it's funny that everyone wants to beat your ass. My friend steps up to her and says, beat my ass, then beat my ass. Next thing you know, my friend drags my ex-sister. To this day, it dragged my sister's ex by her weave and slams her to the ground. They start fighting and people try to pull them off. I'm in the background watching, but then I remember how much of a bitch this girl is and how much I disliked her brother. I walked up and kicked her as hard as I can, then walked right back to my spot. The same day, she made this post about me dragging my name, exposing that she started the rumors anyway while acting like my friend. Accepting gifts from me and asking for food while you're talking ish about me. Okay, so I probably butchered that whole story. I don't know why. For some reason, my community post, it keeps jumping. It's like going like this, and it's like driving me crazy. Maybe if I don't want to reset it, but so basically in this one, someone was talking shit. She was in junior high. She was in a toxic relationship. They broke up, and he started talking to this new girl. Then rumors circulating around. I guess rumors are circulating for the new girlfriend, and I guess the ex's sister and a whole lot of the ex-sister wouldn't stop talking, and finally someone turned to her and was like, you know what, if you're gonna beat my ass, and she got her ass handed, wave and all, slammed, pop. I love people like that who think they can talk shit and nothing happens to them, and then the moment that someone turns around and beat their ass, they like play victim. And then even after, and even so, I'm glad you got your kick in, because you never know when that was gonna happen again, right? So it's clear the girl who got her ass beat was a straight YouTube. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, there's look like there's 3 more, but maybe if I hold it. Oh, why is it doing that? It keeps like jumping. Okay, this honestly may be wrong to say, but I'm not going to allow my mother in my son's life for the simple fact 10 years ago, when I was 9, she abandoned me and my brother and chose drugs and other men over her own family. She hasn't talked to me for years, but now that I'm pregnant, she wants to use my son as a do-over, but I'm not letting her. She still isn't clean, and until she can prove to me she deserves to be in his life after what she put me through, then she will have absolutely nothing. Listen, I don't even have to read the rest of this. That's not petty. That is doing what's right for you and your child. If this person is still on drugs and you don't feel safe with this person around your son, absolutely not. No, she made her decision. A lot of times, drug addicts, they might not know what they're doing or saying, but in the same sense, they're doing it and saying it, right? So there has to be choices, and sometimes when people choose drugs, that's the consequences. You can't be around children, loved ones lose respect for you. It happens. So I don't think that's petty. I think that's grown up of you. Yeah, that was your mother. Simple fact that 10 years ago, when she was 9, she abandoned you and your brother. She chose drugs, so you have every right to have these emotions. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You have every right to have those emotions. You have every right to feel the way you do. So that's not being petty, that's just being smart. That's protecting your son, your life, your sanity, all of it. So, I don't really consider that petty, to be honest. Oh, comments. That's smart. You don't want your kids to go through what you did, and that's not petty. That's good parenting. You got this. And someone agrees exactly, but my family told me I was being petty for that. No, I'm gonna say it again. Don't let anyone ever tell you your feelings are not valid. Once again, don't ever have someone tell you your feelings are not valid. That's not true. You feel the way you feel. If your family don't like it, fuck them. That's how to say you are the son's parent. It's your responsibility. You do what you have to do, and if you can sleep well at night, girl, do you. And then someone said, I agree, it's smart, not petty, good for you. Abusive people will always try to victimize themselves. Yeah, and I know, we'll just leave it at that, but no, that's actually not petty. That's being grown up, doing the right thing, Now, being petty would have been something like, and your son cries a lot, and like having your mom watch for like 2 hours and the baby's crying non-stop. That's petty. But that's just a little jokey joke. But no, absolutely not. Don't feel bad. That's not petty. You are doing you. Next one. For years, I dated this guy that fucked around and found out I wasn't the one to play with. I love that first sentence. 4 years ago, I dated this guy that fucked around So I got out the car, went to the Walgreens that was next door to the gas station, and purchased some laxatives. We've been watching too much TV because this is the second one with laxative, and I went with the eye drops for the laxative. So I guess we all want not to fuck with. But she went to the Walgreens and got some laxatives. I poured them into my hand, threw the box away, and placed half in the back door cup holder behind the driver's seat and the other half in the cup holder behind the passenger seat. I guess him and Bay decided to have their dog date that same night because he called me saying he couldn't bring me to work. When I asked why, he said his car was in the shop, and I said, you and Bay had a shitty date, huh? And I hung up because yes, I do have time. Do not play with me. I have a question though. I listen, I don't condone violence. And cleaning someone out as a laxative, I don't really consider that harmful, if I'm being honest. I mean, we all need a good clean out once in a while, right? But I need more explanation on this because I'm so invested now. So, you got out the car and you went to Walgreens, I get that, and you purchased the laxative. You said you poured them in your hand and threw the box away and placed half in the back door cup holder. Does that mean you put the laxative in someone's drink, or did you just put them in the cup holder so maybe someone thought they were Advil or something? Because then it says you put the other half in the cup holder behind the passenger seat. So yeah, did they actually go in the drink? How did you know that the girl was gonna drink it? Girl, I need to know, how did you figure this out? Because the fact that you got them both, I need more. How did you get that? I need more. I do, because that's like a double win. And that's happened to me before too, that someone went into the store and their phone rang and their Bluetooth picked up and they're having no idea that you can hear them in the car. Crazy. This one straight up stole weed for my friend and blamed it on a different guy. Straight up. Yo, I swear to God, I love y'all to death. I swear to God I do. And this is the last one. Not big, but I was dropping my sister off at an airport in Chicago and got an amazing parking spot. I was getting stuff around in my car and about to back out, had my foot on the brake when a lady pulled up, stopped and honked because she wanted, even though she just pulled up. So I pulled back in and threw it back. That actually happened to me yesterday. Oh, let me read the rest of it. Okay, so yeah, she was pulling out, and as she was pulling out, her foot was on the brake, and someone behind her actually was basically telling her to hurry up. She said she had her foot on the brake when a lady pulled up, stopped, and honked because she wanted the spot even though she just pulled up. So I pulled it back in and threw it in park. She waited 5 minutes before finally driving off, and after she drove off, I pulled out. If she would have honked and waved her hand at me to hurry, I would have let her have it, but no. That's what I'm saying. People need to be more nicer. See, if she wouldn't have honked and waved her hand to hurry up, I would have let her have the spot. But instead, she saw that you were backing out, right? Your foot was on the places being in the mall. Cause see, everything I can get basically is off, Amazon from many places. But what else is worse? Oh my god, the grocery stores. Jesus Christ. For the holidays, like what the fuck? I cannot do it. I'm an online shopper, and I was like that even before the pandemic. But let me go. I held y'all long enough, so let me know if you guys like this segment or not. Should I continue it? Let me know.